What you doing? What you doing? You gonna meow? This is Charlie, my old cat. I showed him on one of my other videos. He likes to lick. The other two, Flick does a little bit. The other one, no. This guy is big on licking and annoying me. It's his hobby, annoying me. Now, if I stop, he might meow, wanting more attention. He might not. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, come here. Hey, you. Come on. And Flick is up here. He was almost sleeping, but now he's up since I started filming Charlie. What are you going to do, huh? Are you going to come? You going to come sit by me when I make the video or no? No? And lastly, White Sox is over here, and he was asleep, and he's awake now too. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Gotcha. See, a lot of times when I go to pet him like this, he'll flinch like I'm going to hit him or something. He's always been like that, and I don't know why. He doesn't do it too much, though, but he does it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you my the 9th of my L5R decks that I built. This is my Phoenix Spells deck that I'm going to show you next. If you like looking at these decks, I've got like 8 other ones that I've already made, so hope you'll check them out. Oh, we're going to meow. What? Oh, I have to feed him now. He is requiring that I feed him, even though I've already fed him like a couple hours ago. Goofball. Where are you going? Where are you going? What do you want? What do you want? All right, so I'm going to feed him, and then I'll show you the deck. I'm sure the other two will come here too. All right, so this is my Phoenix Clan Spells deck. When we first saw this game at Gen Con, there were probably like 6 of us, and we all said, let's all pick one clan, and that's all we're going to play, and we're not going to spend a ton of money on this game. We're just going to spend a little bit here and a little bit there. We didn't want to, like, I think we were already playing Magic at the time, and we saw how dangerous and easily you could go broke if you started spending money on these games. So I said, we're just going to do this, and nothing else, and we don't want to get, too carried away. Of course, over the few years that I played, got a little carried away. I wouldn't say I spent a ton of money because I didn't have a ton of money, but I did spend a lot more than I initially thought I would, which is why I ended up making all these other decks. Because originally I was just going to play my Phoenix clan. They cast spells. I thought that was great. It was just going to be a fun time, and that's all it was going to be. So there are a lot of spells in this deck. The purpose of this deck. Oh, look who came by. There he is. No, you don't get to have that. No, I'm taking that away from you. See, he wants this so bad. Give me that. No, I want to put it over here. I'm dropping it right here. No, you can't go get it. He's going to, though. No, he's not going to. Okay. I thought he was going to for sure. All right, so, excuse me. What do you think you're doing? No. All right, I have to cover it up. It was never good. He wants that thing so bad. No, I need that. Yeah. keeps my deck together. I hold them together with these bands. Like, see, here's my my other Phoenix deck. So I also have a Phoenix dueling deck, which I will eventually get to. I've got 17 decks total to show you. This is the 9th one. So the purpose of this deck is not to win. It's to have fun. I made this deck because I said I want to see how many spells I can put in a deck and see if I can make it, you know, work in any sense where I'm enjoying playing the game. If I didn't win the game, no big deal. Oh, look at this guy. He is so determined. He is so determined. No, you can't. No. So now I got to do that. Now what are you going to do? Oh, look at this pen over here. Maybe I can play with this pen. Yeah, right. Yeah, see? There you go. All right. For the third time, back to the deck tech. All right, so I loved the this house when I first read it. I loved the ability. Thought it was really cool. Barely knew anything about Shadowlands, but I was like, oh, they're evil. Okay. So all right, we'll just go through what's in here. A Geisha Janai. I believe that's correct. Very cool card. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards is quite powerful. Oh yeah, and this has got a nice back too. The house. I like the backing. Okay, so a Geisha Janai. Then we have a Geisha Kusabi. I don't think there's any samurai in this deck. I'm pretty sure it's all Shigenja. Oh, he will not join the Dragon Clan. Okay. Don't think it matters. 2 copies or 3? 2 copies. Then we had an expensive Shigenja. Asako Oyo. 4 chi is good. Bow Oyo and draw the top card from your Fate deck. If it is a spell, attach it without gold cost. Otherwise, return it to the top of your Fate deck. So the other reason I said, okay, I'm going to load up with spells and see what I can do. See what I can make work. Really like that card. A generic bordered card, sadly. I'm going to have several of them in here. Isawa Mitori. A Phoenix Clan Judge. See, I haven't read these in quite a while. So he's 8 required honor, and you need 8 gold. Why did I put him in here? Bow him and discard a keyhole or spell from your hand. Each other player with an unbound personality in this battle must either discard a keyhole or spell from his or her hand or bow one of his or her personalities at the battle. Yeah, that's a good ability. That's cool. Great looking card. Isawa Osuji. Just really, really neat looking card. And obviously I love the 4 personal honor. No doubt about that one. And then Isawa Suma. So this guy's expensive too, man. You need 7 honor to get him in, and 8 gold requirement, so I can get him in for 6. That's rough. How many copies of that? Just 2. Okay. This is a beautiful card, but again, really expensive. Master of Earth. He is trying again. Hey, you. No. He has to play coy. It's very important. You know, cats have to do that. Then we have, let's see, that was Isawa Tadaka. So here's Isawa Tadaka Experienced 2. Not sure where the experienced version is. So this guy's very expensive, as you can see. But interesting how the honor requirement went from 5 to 0. I wonder, is it because of, no, it's not about Shadowlands. Yeah, I don't know what happened there in the story. If anybody would like to fill me in, feel free. I just love how this is an ongoing story, which determines how the cards change. I thought that was just a phenomenal aspect of this game. All right, Isawa, this is Teruko, I believe. I believe it's pronounced Teruko. 3 copies because he's easy to pay for. I can bring him in on turn 1, so automatic 3 for that guy, because you've got to get these guys into play in order to attach spells. You hope for the the expensive ones later. At least that was my plan here. So that guy's good. Here's another big, really expensive one. 9 honor requirement, 4 personal honor. My goodness. Isawa Tomo Experience 2. So, you know, got to include him. And this guy, of course, is in my Phoenix dueling deck. My friend hated this card. He hated it. He played Dragon, and he was always complaining how Dragon doesn't have anything like this, because anytime there was something really good, there'd always be a negative with it. He goes, you don't have any negative. It's just all good. And I'm like, he costs 12. That's a lot. His chi is only 2. So, yeah, it's a good ability. Okay, no, you can't go. No. Oh my goodness, he's not gonna let it go. Sawasuke though, he's so cool. And then so of course I'm gonna play the really, really expensive experience version, the 4/4 guy for 15. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect this deck to really do well. I'm just playing it to see how many of them I can get in and how many spells I can attach and cast. That was the whole point of playing this deck. It was just for fun. So Isawa Uona, nice simple card. Really, really enjoy the art. You have to come over here. Yeah, stay here now. No, you're gonna leave. I won't let him get into that, so he's leaving. He's like, well, fine, I'm out of here. Nakakuru, 4/6, sheesh, 12 gold, 10 required honor. Just, just a really, really cool card, though. All right, Oni no Tadaka. Why did I put this in here? Because I don't remember. Oni Shadowlands. All Phoenix Shugenja in play have a +1 chi while the captive Oni is in play. If the captive Oni is destroyed, all Phoenix Shugenja lose an additional 1 chi until the end of the current turn. That's why he's in here. And there's just one. Okay. Just one. I guess that makes sense. I don't want to go too crazy with that because you could really hurt yourself with the chi penalty. I don't know. I assume that's why I only put in one. Shiba Kayukio, I think maybe that's it. But he's good. He gets a 1/1 chi before a spell is cast during a battle. Yeah, it's fine. No big deal. Then this ridiculously expensive card is Shiba Sakun. My goodness, experience 3. Will only join Phoenix player. Vows to issue an unrefusable challenge to an opposing. Now see, she only should be in my dueling deck. There's no reason for her to be in this deck. Not even sure why I put her in here. Oh, and I do have the Champion Samurai. Again, no clue why he's in here either. I should probably take him out and just put in a couple inexpensive Shigenja. I guess to give me a force possibility to win with an army. Who knows? Maybe that was the issue, the plan. So 2 Izaku Library to pay for spells. Just 2 copies. And then the Phoenix Library, really cool card. Bow after you attach a spell to one of your Phoenix Clan personalities from your hand to draw a card. Or you can just use it for 2 gold, which is fine. And then 3 small farms, 3 large farms. And then we have 3 merchant caravans. So I'm going all in on that strategy, discarding cards to generate gold fast. And then, of course, I got to play 1 School of Wizardry, even though it's really expensive. But it's great. Bow to pay the entire gold cost of any 1 human Shigenja. That's why the super expensive one is in here. But she's dueling, so I don't need her in this deck. When you're bringing into play, variable costs may not be paid in this manner. Okay. 3 silver mines, of course. And the Towers of Isawa Castle, which is absolutely belongs in this deck. Shugenja do not need to bow to produce spell effects or innate abilities during a battle at this province. Awesome. Love that card. All right, a few events in 1 region. Battle at Isawa Palace. This was in my Dragon Clan deck. just to get a spell, mostly for the fire guy with the tokens. But for this deck, obviously, just to go get whatever spell I'd like to get. And then we have Bloom of the White Orchid, which is awesome. Gold cost to attach spells to Shigenja is reduced to 0 until the beginning of this player's next turn. So it's one turn, but yeah, that's fun. Celestial Alignment. Shigenja personalities do not need to bow to activate spells or innate abilities. No Shigenja may use the same spell or innate ability more than once. Of course, that makes sense. Until the beginning of the player's next turn. And my one region, the unique region, the Asawa Woodlands, any Shigenja brought into play from this province may have one spell attached to it without gold cost as it is brought into play. Awesome region for this deck. Just great. All right. There's 30 spells in this deck, and I don't know how many cards are in this deck. It's more than, I think it's more than 40. I haven't even counted. Love the Apprentice Follower. Apprentice adds an additional 2 to the chi of the Shigenja for the purposes of bringing spells into play or when bowing to use a spell or innate ability. Love that. Just great. So 3 copies of him. And then the Mantis Shigenja, which is also awesome, may only be attached to Shigenja. This personality has a 2 chi bonus when casting or attaching spells. Spells being attached to this personality have gold cost reduced by 2. What could be better for a deck that you want to use lots of spells? And then he can do a ritual thing where he can act as a 1 chi Shigenja. So 3 of them. And the minor Shigenja does that ability. The minor Shigenja may bow to act as a 1 chi Shigenja participating in a ritual. But they can also bow for a ranged 1 attack. And they only cost 3, where the Mantis Shigenja costs 5, and the Apprentice is, well, they're free. Yeah, they're free. That's just great. Shiba House Guard, don't need him in this deck, but you know, it's in the theme of the Phoenix deck, so I'm going to play 1 Shiba House Guard, and then I'm going to play Scribe. Loved Scribe. As soon as I saw this card, I had to buy it. Even though it costs 7, bow to Scribe and pay the gold cost of any spell as it is being destroyed to attach it to the Scribe's unbowed Shigenja rather than destroying it. That's crazy. Not, obviously there's a reason it's worded the way it is and costs the way it and costs as much as it does, but I think it's really cool. This is my only action card in the deck. 3 copies of Scholarship. Give a Shigenja a force and chi bonus equal to the number of his or her spells. I don't know why I added it. I guess because, only 2 copies? Maybe only 2. I thought I had 3. All right. I think I'm going to, if I can win with spells, this is one way you might be able to do it. Who knows? Who knows what my thought process was? All right, the spells. I won't read all of them. I'll just hold them up and let you read them if you want to read what they do. Cloak of Night. So just 4 cost. Great looking spell, and I think these are all interesting cards because I had to like them or have a reason to put them in this deck. Contemplate the Void, 6 cost. If it costs 6, it has to be good, right? It better be. If I put it in the deck, it better be. Curse of the Jackal, cheap spell. Just another neat looking card, and I really love attaching and casting spells in this game. It's just fun to do. Earthquake, 5 gold cost for Earthquake. Got 2 copies of that. And again, I don't know why I chose 1, 2, or 3. Who knows? Something that I felt like it was worth having more of in some cases. I don't know. I'm guessing only one of the elements Fury, since it costs 8. I'll get it closer so you can read all that it does there. Then we have Emergence of the Masters, a 3 gold cost spell. Oh, the ritual too. I have a few rituals in here. Love this. 1 Shigenja, 2 Shigenja, 3, 5. Very, very neat. So yeah, just one of that card, obviously. Essence of the Void, 5 gold. Neat, another neat spell. I hope they're all neat. They better be. The one generic bordered spell in this deck, Fear's Bane, and another Ritual. So I guess I liked it so much that I decided to put it in, even though it has a generic border. Same with the Scholarship card that's in this deck. The Fire from Within, I think that's a really cool spell. Anytime you got a spell that can do 2 different things too. So yeah, 2 copies of that, followed by the Fires that Cleanse and Battle Elemental. 2 copies or 3? 3 copies. So I must have really wanted this spell in here for a particular reason, if I'm going to go with 3. The Fury of Osano Woe, 4 gold. Whoops, here's the 3 focus value. The focus value is also what really made this game so neat, that every card has its own focus. It's just cool. Heart of the Inferno, I remember that being a great spell. Quite powerful. Can be quite powerful. Only affects the little guys, but still. Mighty Protection, a 7 gold cost spell. Very expensive. Cool looking spell though. My goodness. All right, so that's what that spell does. Mystical Terrain. I forget, it creates a terrain or something, I'm going to guess. I haven't read these in forever. But again, I really like the art on this. Very neat. Osano Woe's Breath. I think I have 2 or 3 copies of this one. Yeah, ranged attacks. Yeah, two copies. Okay. Spiritual Presence. 7 gold, 3 focus. 2 different abilities, 2 different open abilities to cast it as an open action. So I like that. Stealing the Soul, another ritual spell, but this one costs 10. Oh my god. Yeah. I have to... I hope I can play again. I hope I can get my friends to try this game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Stifling Wind. I think I have multiple copies of this spell in this deck. Again, two abilities on it, so neat. 1, 2, yeah. Strength of Osano Woe. 4 gold, 2 focus. So another spell in battle. Yeah, I do not remember how well this deck played. I do think as time went on, I kept changing it, kept adding more spells and tweaking little bits here and there. But I don't recall it being like very, very good when I played. It was really just about fun, just about casting the spells. So a real simple little spell. Summon Fairies just costs 1 gold to cast this spell, or to attach this spell. 2 copies of it too. Summon Night Stalker. So it's just it's how many kinds of spells can I put in one deck? How and can I succeed at it? Touch of Death. That I remember this was really cool. 8 gold. Sheesh. Yeah, destroys a bowed personality. Yeah, that's a big deal. Torrential Rain. That's a good spell. Oh yeah, like entrapping terrain basically. I think is it? Yeah, I think it's effectively the same as entrapping terrain. And of course my 1 Ring of the Void, which I may have put in every single deck. I'm not even sure. Who knows? But that is my Phoenix Spells deck. Hope you enjoyed looking at it. Maybe I'll get a chance to play it again one day. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys like D&D, real quick, check out my D&D novels. I've narrated them on my Facebook page. That's book 1. That's book 2. Can let you see what it says on the back. You might enjoy this. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, I'm sure you'll enjoy reading or listening to this book. It's very, very, I think, well, obviously I wrote it. Of course, I think it's really, really cool. So that's that's what's going on in book 2. So this is what happens after book 1. It just picks right up where I left off and keeps going. Hope you enjoy these. Whereas Sheila and the Dungeon Master, these are short stories. These are a little bit more adult themed. So that's what it says on the back of this book, in case you're interested. Again, I've narrated these on my channel, and they are on Amazon. If you would like to buy one, feel free. And then this is what the sequel, what's going on in the sequel. So this is not something that 12-year-olds should read. 15, 16 plus, where my Forest Era's Fate novels can pretty much be read by anyone. As I said in a previous video, a 9-year-old boy has read both of my Forest Era's Fate novels and loved them. So that made me feel real good when I heard that from him. And it's always nice to hear when someone likes what you've written. So it feels good to know that somebody really enjoyed reading your book. So I'm happy with that. Even though my book mostly just sits on Amazon doing nothing. But that is the way it is. If I had a publisher, then maybe I could get some sales at some point. Maybe something will happen in the future. Who really knows? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back in a few days from now with another deck tech. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.